Wilder Morgan. I serve as the Senior Vice President for our financial services vertical at Equifax, which includes our auto practice. When our economic conditions changed, as you know, a few years ago, our analytics and data experts helped us understand that really credit scores alone are not enough. And that's when we began innovating and pulling in all of our customer insights, not just the liability side of the balance sheet, not how you pay your credit, but also your ability to pay by looking at your wealth, your deposit levels, the value of your home, and really creating more robust scoring tools for our lenders and dealers that incorporate all of our insights in that 360-degree view of the consumer, if you will. A couple of new innovations that we're bringing to the marketplace and really have revealed at the show at NADA this 2014. A couple of things. We want to make sure that we're helping our dealers get to that auto-specific view of the consumer. So through our e-portal, we now have a new view of the credit file, a new view of all of the various scores that lenders pull, so that dealers are no longer confused about which score the lender is pulling. We're giving a more comprehensive array of scores, and we're pulling all that most pertinent auto information up to the top of the view. So they're not scrounging around the file trying to understand the relevant trade lines for auto, if you will. The other piece that we're excited about is revealing our verification solutions, which include income and employment, but also verification of insurance, address, and occupancy, so that that dealer can clear stipulations quickly, keep the consumer on the dealer floor, and get that paper. So our scores are built right off the Equifax credit file. So we pledge to have the best, most robust credit file in the industry, depth of file, relevancy of file, speed of updates, and we invest significantly so that that file is as robust and deep as it can be with the geographic coverage that our dealers and lenders need, and then the scoring models are built off of the credit file.
So this is our new report tailored for dealers, and what it's done is taken the trade lines up to the top. Many times what we heard from dealers is what was really relevant was really just the score. So what we wanted to go ahead was put all the information convenient with the score. What we also heard, though, one of the big challenges from the dealer's perspective was that they were using a different score, Equifax score, than maybe their lenders. So what was happening is in cases of where specifically a dealer spot delivers a car, they would come to discover that the score might be different than what they delivered the car on. So what we've done is gone ahead and put all 3 of the industry scores on the one report.
Right.
And so what it does is this now gives you the information of with more than 99% of the
So when I'm
lenders.
talking to the lender, I say I'm looking at a 682 Beacon. You say, Tom.
663.
Yeah, Tom. No, it's a 660. The score on my end is 663.
Right.
So now I know what that.
Or you know who's going to give you the right financing and who uses this score, so you can ship it to them versus the other.
Oh God, what's that? I'll probably still be in finance if I had that.
Come on.
Well, and that's one of the great opportunities I think here is to bring this information, because a lot of times what's happening is people are just sending it all over the place, or they're spot delivering the car and
Yeah,
worrying about it later. And
now
then
that's something that I want to talk about real quick. What happens when a dealer sends that to 17 different lenders? Does it affect the score?
So it has you get 17 inquiries on it.
Yes.
Is what happens. Well, actually 18 with the dealership. So you now have a customer with 18 inquiries. So
Yeah.
you know it.
Well, I
there's a
used to
certain
look at
range.
it as a finance manager. I would
That
look
does
at
affect
that.
your score.
But this, now I can just take a snapshot of
More
what
strategic
Yeah.
and responsible.
Yes, it's a great product, guys.
Well, and the other thing, and I don't know if you had an opportunity to mention is actually off of this report, we can also do the verification. So if you see somebody's at 550, we can actually go ahead and quickly get that employment verification done, so you don't have to send something away for a
now
pay
that's
stub.
important because, the nightmares of F&I guys, you know what I'm talking about, especially Spy-Fi guys, the nightmares of getting the steps lined up before you deliver a car.
What's really nice is like one of the big pain points is that F&I office. So once they've decided to say yes to the car, that period of wait in between. So when you got, especially those customers where you may need those stipulations, it's one of those that you can be spending quite a bit of time while you're talking to your lenders, trying to get that deal placed, you're rehashing it, and then you may be sending them home to get a pay stub, and then you got to come back. So what's nice about this is that kind of eliminates that process.
And
by
that's
just
all
clicking.
here.
So it's all on this report, and what we can get is the income and verification of their employment, and we're able to provide, match up the address, the employer information, the most recent pay period. And what's really important about this is most lenders give 30 to 60 days. This is accurate as the last pay period. So if they're paid last Friday and they're buying a car on Monday, Tuesday, it's in there. So it's exceptionally fresh.
So listen, guys, remember when you used to say just rely on the customer to bring the paycheck stub to you, and it doesn't match? No more. Just
rely.
Don't rely. Don't believe what they're saying. I'm not saying they're lying, but this is a very cool way, fast way, the right way to verify employment and make sure those steps line up. So when you do go to funding and you send that deal out to the bank and you break that deal down and it goes out there, there's no kicking back, and your CIT is non-existent. That's what's happening there.
Well, what's also nice is it allows the dealers up front to build and structure their deal, because you can actually see here's their base salary, their overtime, how are they paid, and you can actually, if you want to get a 15% payment to income from a lender, you can actually go ahead and build your deal up front and back the deal and the numbers into it with the interest rate and select your vehicle from that.
Awesome.
So what's really nice is you have all that information, so you combine that with our credit report, the Equifax credit report, and you combine this information.
You guys
you
keep
can get a
this
deal
up,
done.
we won't need finance guys anymore. Easy.
We look at ourselves as empowering the finance industry.
Okay, good. Okay.
Eliminating
Good
them
answer.
probably is not very advantageous for
Somebody
us.
still has to turn their contract around and say, please sign here.
So, but what we want to do is help speed the process up and improve the customer
Yeah, that's great.
satisfaction.
That's
experience.
awesome. I would have loved to have that 10 years ago when I was in the box.
Oh, we do.
Jennifer Reid,
Thank you.
Equifax, thank
Nice
you
to
so
meet
much.
Thank you very much.